Hello, big beautiful world. Today I was going to take a Sikorsky up that I found today, but unfortunately it doesn't want to play ball, so we're taking one of my favourites up. We are taking the old STA up because it is a beautiful little beastie. The real reason we're going up though is because I've downloaded some of, I think his name is Jordan. Forgive me if I got your name wrong, mate. He's done a lot of little airfields all over Victoria, and I'm loving this. Let's hop out and have a look. So this is Tooradin, my local, and it is. Hello, Tom. How are you? I saw Terry over here. You guys aren't going down the rubbity, down the pub? No? All right. Thank you for that. Flying and drinking don't mix. So this is Tooradin. Now, one of the cool things about Tooradin is that. So this is a true story. I'm not sure. I'm still catching up on the local laws and legends, but the guy did come up here and beach his ship with the idea of doing a bit of DIY work on it, and it is parked right in the woods here next to the airfield. So it's kind of intriguing, really. Why? I'm not sure. I need to find out more about that mythology, but yeah, there is literally a ship beached right next to the airfield here down at sunny Tooradin. So we're going for a run up. Oh, we've got a bit of a buka, we've got some of the other good ones there. Nice little paint job. And we're going to head up to another one of Jordan's little airfields, Lilydale, next to the, just north of Melbourne, another very popular area for small aircraft. So, without further ado, folks, let us and say we did. What are we on? We should be on reserve, yeah? Yep, we were. Okay. Cool. Get ourselves some pump. Both. Battery. Yeah, cool. Nice little glider. There we go. Off to a good start. The alternator. The other way. Cool. Get a bit of pushback. Do it while Tom there just casually does what Tom does best. So what it does, let's get her up in the air. In fact, let's let us. We'll take off to the south and we'll just curl around. So how is your day going, big beautiful people? Big beautiful world. So we've got I love it, that bloody boat, so good. So very good. Good afternoon for it. I haven't flown this sucker in a while. I love it. I love this little line, this STA. It's a legendary aircraft. I'm not sure if they're going to introduce the float version, which would be super cool, let's face it. This thing on float is, because there's a radial version, the inline, the float version, and of course the land plane version. And the radials are cutie as well, but I much prefer that inline. I'm not sure what it is, a Continental, maybe a Monasco, little Monasco or something. But so let us come around. and we'll get up in the air. Away, come on, Bubba. Up we come. And away we go. Yeah, so Jordan's done some really good work on this. This is very, very nice. Very, very nice indeed. I'm going to lose it to a treetop. Let's just get a bit of altitude. I feel like whenever I fly on these little open cockpit jobs, I can't help but think of Telly Savalas, I think it was, in a movie called Capricorn 1. Probably the only film to potentially contribute to the moon landing conspiracies. Great film, absolutely magnificent film. But yeah, at one point the hero, Josh Brolin's father, the actor Josh Brolin's father, I forget his name, he ends up catching a lift. I think it's a little Boeing Steam and a little cadet. And Telly Savalas is a mad local farmer, pilot, sort of thing. I might want to bring that up to main, eh? There you go. That's it. So yeah, I piqued my interest earlier this morning. I saw that there was an S-16, a Sikorsky S-16 for flight sim, and I ended up tracking it down and loading it in. But unfortunately, I didn't want to play ball for much reason. It's clearly an FSX port or something, and I kind of knew it would be. I knew it would be a FSX port, and therefore might be a bit hit and miss. Now, I just want to say that a lot of expectations set for scenery and aircraft designers up here. I don't necessarily, as you may if you've watched the other videos, look, I can't do it, so therefore I don't feel entitled to criticise. If I could do it, I'd say sure, but as it is, I'm not gifted, or if I have, those gifts have long since atrophied. So hats off, but I was really kind of excited because the S-16 is a significant aircraft for Igor Sikorsky. Between that and his famous Ilya Muromets, while everybody else was dreaming, like Jeffrey de Havilland with DH2, a little bird cage on the bum of it, little wooden booms leading to the three-tailplane. Igor Sikorsky was designing massive aircraft. The S-16 is a very small little biplane. It's unusual because it's got a four-wheel landing configuration. It's a very cool little beetle. And the Ilya Muromets was actually a bomber and a commercial aircraft dating back to 1913. There's a Russian legend based around the Ilya Muromets, but yeah, it would be really cool to see something like that in the flight sim. I do have the Tooradin, which is probably one of the only World War I flight sim aircraft in the flight sim at the moment. And although the texture is a bit off-putting, it is a great aircraft to fly. The note on it is beautiful. Very much like this, it very much captures the kind of essence of it all. So I should actually get on the way really, shouldn't I? But yeah, so the S-16, bit of a no-show. That's alright, it's just the way it goes. However, Jordan's little aircraft, little run around Tooradin there is really, really well crafted. We'll just check up. If you can put up with me blathering on, I might do the whole video. But if not, then I'll do the usual cut and come into Lilydale as we get there. But actually the colours look really subdued. I think I ran through this the other day. I really do like the colours at the moment. They're really quite nice. They give you that wintry feel down here in southeast Melbourne, the western edge of Gippsland, Victoria in Australia. But for any of you who missed it the other day, Alt F3 if you're running an NVIDIA card, it'll open up your ability to add any number of filters, and this has been around for quite a while. Most of you perhaps will know this, but there might be one or two out there who don't. I used to load in quite a few of them for trial and error, but I realised after a while that I didn't need to. I can live with this brightness and contrast, which gives you all of these. And you can see they're pretty much around the centre anyway. And colour, which again, similar deal, pretty much centred. And it's really, yeah, sorry about the AMD card owners, but, or the Radeon owners, but yeah, for NVIDIA, it's a really handy little tool. If you're really fussy about your colours and your loading, very good. And I've also been asked to mention what I'm running. So I'm running, I think it's Rex textures for the runways, Rex AccuSeason for the seasonal changes, Realistic Pro, the new updated version, and what do we like to hold around? Content. We'll stay lean and low, or technically rich and low. Fly over sunny Pakenham and up into the eastern suburbs, sunny Berwick, etc., etc. What was I going with all that? I forget. I took the volocopter up the floor for a run. That's an interesting little beast. I don't know if it's a thing I fly too often, but it certainly is a quirky little critter, that's for sure. We do have the update coming soon. I think it's the 18th here in Australia today, 18th of August, but 18th in the rest of the world tomorrow when the patch is due up for release. I think the world up, oh no, the 40th anniversary is released next month, isn't it? And I'm not sure what the update contains tomorrow. So we are all sitting with bated breath and waiting. But yeah, these subdued colours work for the final month of winter in a really nice way. Over there we have Hawthorne Bay, main bay of Melbourne. So we'll just take her over to Dandy's. We're going to head in over the Dandenongs. I think that's Cardinia Reservoir off at our 9. Sorry, off at our 3. So I think pump off, we don't need to pump up, do we? Right, down some, and yeah, I'm starting to get those little stutters. Actually, I have a feeling it might generally be around update time when I start seeing stutters, but normally they don't appear. Actually, that might be Cardinia Reservoir there. Yeah. All things are possible. So does anyone have a clue what the new local legends is going to be, the new releases for aircraft? Please leave a comment and like if you dig the videos. And if you don't, that's alright. Plenty of other great videos up here to watch. And they're all very slick. We're getting slicker by the day, most of the flight reviewers. I say that without a hint of sarcasm because I really do admire them. I must admit I'm addicted to most of them. It could be Pilot Stud, it could be Av Angel, it could be Flying Dad, Flying Frog, it could be Mike from Overkill. So many great content provider or content creators now who are all passionate about this thing. It's terrific to see. Let's hop out and have a glimpse. Tell me that's not a good looking beastie. It is a good looking beastie. But it would be great to see the float plane version though, wouldn't it? I think this is the one that doesn't Harrison Ford own one of these puppies? I think he does. It was the one that got him into trouble a few years ago. Actually, it's not the first time he's been in trouble. There's a reporting of him thinking he was directed to land on a runway, but in fact he ended up landing on the taxiway. And I think there's, I forget who it is, but he's got the channel up there that dissects it. And Harrison Ford is very gracious about it all, very self-effacing, as I guess you'd expect him to be. But you know, nobody was hurt in the process. Nobody was likely, I don't think, likely to be jeopardised or in danger. So all's well that ended well. But yeah, it was an interesting episode. I'm not sure if he did that in the Ryan or if he did it in something else. But I do think this is one of his favourite aircraft. I can understand why if this sim is anything to go by. It's just a very strangely grounding aircraft to get about in. As you can see, it's not the fastest sprinter on the track. You're lucky to average about 110 to 120 for a cruise. But that's good enough. It's not about that, it's just the joy of Sunday driving. Or Sunday flying, as the case may be. So we've got enough to get us up over the much beloved Dandenongs. And take her up through northern Melbourne, over through Yarra Glen, or just south of Yarra Glen, to the suburb of Lilydale in the northeast of Melbourne. And it does look nice and subdued this day. And I can tell you, driving home from the office, it wasn't anywhere as pleasant as this. There's a lot of traffic out on the freeways today. But that's alright. That's what we do to make this sort of addiction of ours, this strange little addiction of ours, worthwhile. Go to the office, work our butts off, come home, fly sim. So, and that's the other thing with content creators and aircraft designers and scenery designers. We forget how mum and dad a lot of these things are. I think all Bex, I only learned the other day, there's two brothers up in Sydney. So all the cool things they've released, both scenery and aircraft. They've got the Wildcat? Yeah, Wildcat coming out soon, I think. And that looks pretty amazing. That looks pretty stunning, I gotta admit. So again, two brothers, probably working schmoes like the rest of us. Who would I be? Criticise if I can put something like this together myself. I do love the inertia factor. I don't know, folks, should I explore the option for G3? Like I say, I don't find, even now, I find the Oculus Rift, or the Oculus Quest 2, kind of a very hit and miss affair. So although yes, it is magnificent flying around in 3D with it, it is also fiddly and not the most reliable of setups, which is why the Tobii Eye Tracker appeals to me much more. But, like I said, for anyone who's running the G2 or the Pimax, here in Oz, that thing is serious bucks at the moment, as is the Varjo. The Varjo is off the charts. Price-wise, I don't doubt that it's a work of art, but I don't know a whole lot of people that have the kind of money to throw at it at this stage. In time, sure, but not for a while yet. wonder if I'm getting a slow internet connection. That's why we're having trouble cycling. Well, not really trouble, but as you can see, I'm getting the circle of impatience down in the lower right-hand corner there. Very interesting. Very, very. Turn her out. Up here in the Dandenongs, really beautiful little towns and villages. Favourite place called Callista, very arty, very cool. You might have heard me say this once before if you've caught any of the others. The other videos. Now, I'm not that. Look at this. Yes. Yes. Right.
Traffic Mike Alpha Charlie Charlie 18 miles south, 2,300 feet inbound to land runway 36 left.
Perfect. Lilydale is another relatively small general wreck airfield. Very popular for joy flights and lessons, as was Tooradin. As is Tooradin. Pretty part of the world. Over there is a little town called Settle. Wine growing country. Excuse me. Yeah, so anyone who's got a heads up for the kind of aircraft we can expect to see or what the next country is to be revamped, please leave a comment. I'd be interested to know. It breeds a certain kind of hunger, flight sim, for all of us, I think for most of us. Very decided, there seems to be a very strange crew, hungry for every new gadget. I look at the stable of aircraft I've got, and I think, wow, I've probably only flown about maybe 60% of these beasties so far, so they're all like spoiled little kids in the candy store, as the old expression goes. There, you can't really see it through the haze. Here's sunny Melbourne. Turn over. Do a quick run out. Let's see what we got.
Yankee Lima India Lima traffic Mike Alpha Charlie Charlie 15 miles south, 1,900 feet inbound to land runway 36 left.
Excellent. And with a bit of luck we'll catch a glimpse of Yarra Glen as we come in for the landing. Again, very famous wine growing area here in Australia. Hit very hard by the fires about 13 years ago. Great tragedy from Christmas Hill right through Steel Creek and the area up here. But I've got to tell you, it sure is pretty. Bounced back land-wise, it bounced back really, really quickly. Very verdant on the part of the world. Unfortunately for the poor souls who had to endure it all, many of them still haven't recovered. Yeah, nature can be wildly cruel. actually it's going to decide the English field or Northern Euro field today, hasn't it? I do like the subdued colours. They kind of match really nicely where we're at. I don't think that APC is being entirely honest with me. So,
Yankee Lima, India Lima, traffic Mike, Alpha Charlie Charlie, 11 miles northeast, 1,900 feet, inbound to land, runway 36 left.
Okay, so we're going to, because that's Major Reservoir, so we're actually just going to see if we can pull up the magic map, something I'm loath to do. There we go, straight below us. Alright, cool. And that's what I figured. Those blinking fibbers. Okay, so quick look around. This is another one of Jordan's ones. They fly everything here, up to and including remote aircraft, just off to this patch at our 9. So it's going to be a really good day out here. Nice area to fly into. Really pretty. And like I said, that's Yarra Glen off Gonda. So we'll just bring her out and needle her and land her back in. Got left and right. I think they do glider flights out of here as well. Little town of Lilydale, or outer suburb of Lilydale right there. Just going to keep an eye on our speed. Hopefully we'll be able to bring her in nice and gentle. After the appalling effort I made the other day, crashing both the Vampire and the Bell X1A. Hopefully I'll do a better job with this. Come on, brother. A bit of a bounce. Oh no, that was wrong. No, alright, well, at least I didn't stack it, so I'm going to take it. The proverbial one that we walk away from. Yeah, so Lilydale looks really cool, really grand. That's it, gang. Next time we meet, we'll probably at least have a couple of an update in. And that is kind of cool. Alright, big beautiful world. Stay safe, stay sane, and I'll catch you next time. Bye.